you ever wondered how there are so many Nurse Joys in the Pokemon games? We've all been told that's because they have a lot of sisters. But really, is it possible to have that many genetically identical siblings? Well, you never know. But still, they didn't want to let anyone know the real reason. It's far too unreal and out of character. If anyone knew her secret. But I found out. I saw. And I can tell you. All starts when you walk into the Pokemon Center. You walk up to her, see her bright, pink, beautiful hair. You greet her and she has this gorgeous voice. Wasn't actually pretty to start with. You may or may not have a talk with her. You take your Pokemon, runs around, heals them, and then proceeds to give them back to you. That's the usual routine. Most likely she'll be all nice and caring through the whole process. Give or take the personality she has, because apparently each one has their own unique personality. But what you don't know is that she installed a tracking device in your Pokeballs. Yes, all 6 of them, just in case one falls off. Why? Well, when you entered the building, he knew you'd be perfect. He knew you had the characteristics for the job. Plus, we're still a new trainer, unless you know better. Anyways, it keeps you tracked and alerts the other Nurse Joys when you might encounter them. That way, when you get to one of them, well, let's just say they can take care of you. However, if one of the Nurse Joys sees a trainer they want, and if they stay in the Pokemon Center overnight, the real fun begins. You're assigned to a particular room, most likely a room near the back of the Pokemon Center. I'll take your Pokemon to another room, so they can be healed and rested for when you wake up. You may ask you. They know. Just they know. It's their way to isolate you from any potential help. All of your belongings can go in this drawer, so you can lock it and keep your items safe whenever you sleep. She says in her voice. A voice you will soon know, but not love. The Joys do this to keep you unarmed. Of course you trust these kind nurses. For all of the items you had in the drawer. It leaves you with the lock. Good night. Please, enjoy your rest. Tries to comfort you. You look closely. You may notice the fake face she has. As almost always, they are full of excitement before the procedure happens. You guessed the real reason now? Yes, well done. There's a chance for you to survive. Not, then keep reading, as this could save your life one day. At about midnight, usually, when it's all dark and no living thing is up and about, except for a lovely and sadistic nurse, it all begins. The door to her room gently creeps open. There are no squeaking or creaking noises to be heard, because she was smart enough to oil the door before you arrived, so no sound is made when she opens the door. She comes in with a gurney, you know, those medical stretch things they use to carry injured people off. Her face is not sweet anymore, but more devilish. She enjoys this ritual. She loves it. The rush, the adrenaline she gets, the red glow in her eyes. It's as if she's possessed by the devil himself. Although you're sound asleep, she doesn't want to take any chances. So she takes out a needle. No, it's not poison, silly. It's a liquid form of sleep powder. A very high dose. 1 ounce could keep you asleep for, let's say, 2 hours? Well, this needle has 10 whole ounces of sleep powder. She needs all the time she can get for the procedure to work. So here you are, knocked out on a gurney, being pushed down the hall to a room that has been disguised as a nurse's only room. If you ever somehow manage to see what's inside, here's what you would see. Severed limbs and appendages of different sizes and jars, only ones that didn't transform properly. There are also testicles. He cuts them off, drags the male's body underneath a saw that slices them off. He doesn't mind the bleeding. Actually, she collects it from the drain and jars it. You know, when she needs a drink. After all the joys need a constant supply of blood. Now, the next part is her favourite, and likely the most disturbing. The joy in question takes a knife and slices it down from the base of your neck to your groin. He does this very gently because, well, he enjoys it. And if you were to wake up, then, well, you can suffer slowly. At this point, Joy's hair is not neat. It's caked in blood. The face is completely changed. Her pupils completely blood red and the teeth have suddenly grown a bit, causing them to look like fangs. No, he is not a vampire. Well, he could be, but that's not really the point. The Joy then has a smile that's a mix of a clown's and a demon's, as she takes out a bottle of serum with special DNA in it, the Joy DNA to be exact. But before she does anything of it, the Joy takes out all your organs, except for a couple that are vital to survival, like your heart and your brain. She then stitches open your incision, but not a decent job. After all, it won't matter. The serum needs to be directly poured onto the brain for it to work. So, naturally, and messily, the Joy takes out a saw, a regular old bone saw, and begins to slice open your skull. Not much, mind you, but just enough for the brain to show. Serum is soon poured on, and after a few minutes your body is becoming more, let's say, joy-like. The heart and brain are revived, while new organs, joy organs, let's call them, grow in the empty cavity that was your body. All your cuts are healed, and it's as if you had perfect skin. The process is complete. You wake up the next day wanting to work at a Pokemon Center. Anywhere would do. But you also have a DNA molecule, forcing you to look out for minor trainers that could be the next Joy. Of course, with this comes the ability to do what has been done to you. Why go through the trouble of making other people into Nurse Joys, you may be asking yourself. Why not just clone? Well, I found out that the original Joy would like to someday rule the world with an army of Joys that would do anything, because it's in their DNA to follow the original. But cloning would attract too much attention. Plus, the whole I have a lot of sisters that are identical game seems to work. It's a good story. You have it. Now you know. Are you wondering why I know this? Well, who's always with Nurse Joy? Who's the one in the background helping her? It's me, Nancy. Though I was told to never speak of this information, even though I am a Pokemon. So, my advice to you is to come to the Pokemon Center at your own risk. You never know. The thing about the real Nurse Joy is, she likes to hunt around by herself. So when you're all alone, or just sleeping and relaxing, don't think you'll be safe. I hear she has quite a nice demonic face to stare at you with. Just follow this last bit of instruction. Keep your Pokemon with you. keep them outside the ball when you sleep, and keep them on watch. Oh, it looks like she just chose another victim. I think it's you. Hello, I'm Felix Floof, and thank you for watching our first proper, well, creepypasta reading. I hope you enjoy our, video. Please leave a like and a comment, and maybe if you're feeling extra generous, please subscribe. It really goes a long way. Thank you.